from his studios in New York, it's time for Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora, where sports meets life. Here's your host, Dan Tortora.
Welcome back here to Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora on wakeupcalldt.com, your one-stop sports shop, and on mixlr.com/wakeupcalldt. This man who's on the show, this young man who's on the show with us right now, is no stranger to the broadcast. It's Zed Key. Zed Key, though, since the last time we talked, obviously he's still playing ball for Long Island Lutheran. He's still in the AAU with the New York Jayhawks, but he is now a Federation champion. So it's very hard to get there. As you know, West Genesee from Central New York, they made it to the Federation, and they made it to that final group. And obviously you have to win a state title and do your thing and move forward and whatnot to get to that point. So these are the best of the best, and Long Island Lutheran defeated Christ the King en route to their Federation championship. And with that being said, and on the heels of that, Zed's on the show right now. Zed, how are we doing today?
I'm doing fine. How are you doing?
Doing very well. And Zed, bring me through the season, because you know, to go through everything and you know, to work to win sectionals, and then to work to, you know, be a state champion, and then to go from there to the Federation, just what this season's been like for you.
It's been a great experience just traveling with the team. We went to Florida and we lost to Vashon in the Mount Verde tournament in the first game. And in the locker room after the game, we set a goal for ourselves. We said, we're not losing. This is our second loss. We're 25-2. We want to be 25-2. So, and we just strive for that goal, and eventually we got it. It's just a great experience just to be part of this program and the team.
To go through sectionals and then go through states, just bring me into that, because it's one thing to win your area, and it's another thing to be considered a state champion. Before we got to the Federation, just bring me into those achievements.
Well, Lehigh doesn't play playoffs because we're an independent school, so it was just a lot of practice and going over, make sure we stay fresh, our bodies were fresh and stuff like that. So we went to a strength and conditioning place, Amp Fitness, 5 minutes from our school, just to make sure our muscles and body were in the right place. So and that helped a lot. We were feeling refreshed, eating the right foods and stuff. So that's another reason why we were ready to go up there in Federation.
So being in that type of situation, you know, obviously it's different here, you know, for West Genesee, they had to go through, you know, Section 3, Class AA, and then they had to play states and whatnot. With you not having to do that, and obviously there being a difference there, I mean, you're all in the state of New York, but to have that difference, like you said, at Long Island Lutheran being independent, not playing playoffs, how unique is that for you? Because the teams that were coming into the Federation, you know, like a team like West Genesee had played all these extra games. So, you know, what's the experience like for you, knowing that it's a little bit different at Long Island Lutheran?
It was rough because we haven't played a game since the end of February. So we were like out of sync a little bit. We have to find our groove back because we haven't had any actual games for since the end of February. So once we got that out of our system, we were good to go. So, and then we were back in our groove, and we're flowing. We were finding the right guys for the right plays. So it just took a little bit of time, maybe about like 5 minutes, and then we were good.
And when you say that, like when you're not playing and you got all this time in between when these other teams are playing, you said it took us a little time to get our groove back, like 5 minutes. Just bring me into that. You know, how quickly, you know, you're not playing basketball for a long period of time, and yet you said, you know, in order to kind of get back in sync with each other, just took a few minutes. What attributed to the fact that it was, you know, such a short amount of time to get back to it?
Just leaders on the team, the seniors most, because they know what it takes, and they've been there. Some of the seniors been there before, so they just tell us how to, I forgot the word, just to be in the right spots and be in the right areas for the and just play hard all the time. So yeah, that's it.
And to have that experience, speaking here with Zed Key, who is obviously looking forward to his opportunity in college basketball coming up here as well. just what Long Island Lutheran in general has done for you. Why was it a good fit? Why was it the right choice? Just kind of what you've taken away from it.
I transferred there because first we play a national schedule, so we travel to all the big tournaments and play all the great teams in front of college coaches. So that's one reason why. And the other reason why was the coaching. They always hold you accountable. So whatever you do, they expect you to do it at 100% and give all your heart to it. So that's what I wanted, because that's what I'm going to get out of college, or want from a college that I'm going to eventually pick. So that's why I also went to this school.
And we're going to talk about that in just a little bit, this decision making and the schools that have come up. But I do want to go to somebody that bridges both teams, Long Island Lutheran as well as the New York Jayhawks, and that's Jay David. Just what you can say about your relationship with Coach Jay David, and just what he means to you and what he's been for your life.
Jay David is family to me. We've been, I think this is our 4th year knowing each other now, or maybe 5. But he's done so much for me, just recruiting-wise, putting my name out to colleges, and camps and stuff, give me rank tie and stuff, but that don't mean nothing. But it's just what he does behind the scenes is just incredible. And he has another one that also holds you accountable and stuff like that. So that's what I like a lot. I like about him. He's considered family, definitely.
And when you have that, when you have coaches that are family, sometimes teams say we're family and it's just words, and other teams practice that. How has this become a family? How quickly did Long Island Lutheran and the Jayhawks, how quickly did both of them become a family? Was it kind of instant for you, or was it quicker with one than the other? Just bring me into, playing on both of these teams, how quickly you felt like you were part of a family, so to speak.
Long Island Lutheran was definitely quicker because we see all the teammates, we see each other every day.
Yeah.
So it was definitely quicker. We clicked right instantly. So it was kind of great to see all the guys. We never argued. We always got along with each other, always laughing, joking around. And Jayhawks is the same way. It takes a little bit longer because we're not around each other all the time, because people come from different places. But in the hotel, there's just a whole bunch of great kids, and we're always laughing and joking again. And when it's time to play, we play hard. So it's basically both, but I love it.
Hi, friends and fans. Home Team Pub is the place to be to cheer on your fave home team. Located at 7990 Oswego Road in Liverpool, HTP has you covered with an amazing drink selection. Let's not forget about the signature drinks or those kid-approved gourmet milkshakes. The happy hour specials and pub entrees will have your mouth watering. Check out the website, hometeampub.com, or follow us on Facebook and Instagram for more specials. At Home Team Pub, you're always the MVP.
Get Hilton quality service at the most affordable price at True by Hilton Camillus, located right next to Costco in Township 5. True by Hilton Camillus offers you their signature sport court where you can enjoy basketball, volleyball, pickleball, soccer, lacrosse, and more year-round in their indoor facility. For reservations and information, call 315-314-8676. That's 315-314-8676. True by Hilton Camillus. Hilton quality service at the most affordable price.
Gear up with the real deal at Dreissig Apparel, creating what people are going to see and learn about you before they even meet you. Gear up for what you need for your team, business, or event. To look professional, look good, and feel good, outfit yourself at DreissigApparel.com. That's DREISSIG Apparel.com. The only place to gear up with the real deal. What's the universal language of a fan? Clapping your hands. With Fan Hands, the ultimate sports fan accessory, find your team color, slip them on, and start cheering on your favorite team with 11 different colors, always in stock on fanhands.com, where you'll find the ultimate sports fan accessory. Real fans wear Fan Hands. For all of us that have always wanted our favorite restaurant to come to us, it's now a reality in Central New York with It's a Utica Thing, with Utica Pizza Company bringing their wonderful recipes that they've handed down through generations to you, to your event, to your business, to your home. It's a Utica Thing, proudly bringing Utica Pizza Company on wheels to your location. Call 315-738-8946. That's 315-738-8946 to bring Utica Pizza Company to your doorstep with It's a Utica Thing.
Speaking here with Zed Key, obviously 2020 is the time that you have to make your decision, so you got a little bit of time. What are you looking forward to as you move forward before college? What's kind of on your mind right now?
Just take every day slowly. Just see how every day plays out, and get ready for AAU this summer. So that's my last year on AAU, actually. So that's gonna be fun. Go out, win. So yeah, that's it. College, I'll start worrying about college maybe about end of the summer, maybe, because that's when I have to start making my decision. But not right. It's still a little bit too early right now.
So when you look at that, the fact that you got some time, but this summer is going to be your last AAU summer, and you're going to be traveling around with the New York Jayhawks, what can you tell us about what's coming up for the Jayhawks, what's on the schedule, just, where this final season's going to take you?
It's going to I think the last travel spot for Adidas is in Alabama. So I'm just going to go out and play as hard as I can every game, because it's my last time ever playing AAU. So I'm just going to give it my all in all tournaments, not just that one tournament, all tournaments. Because first, you never know who's watching. And just so people respect you and respect your game, you just got to go out there and play hard.
What can you say about the New York Jayhawks? I know you talked about family and whatnot, but the level of talent that you have this season, just what you can say about what the Jayhawks are going to look like, in your opinion. Is this the best team that you've been on? Do you have kind of guys that have grown up through it, so to speak? Just what you can tell us about the Jayhawks this year.
Oh, this year the team is huge. We got everyone's over 6'5", except for Andre. He's like 6'3". Everyone can dunk. Everyone's athletic. So we're gonna be one of the biggest teams on the Adidas circuit. So yeah, and the one kid that I grew up playing Jayhawks through his name is Peyton. There's a couple players, Peyton and Andre. Andre is the point guard on Long Isl Lutheran on my high school team. So I already know his style of play. And Peyton, he's a guard, shooting guard, small forward, and he can put the ball on the deck and eventually just score the ball, play really good defense. So I just love the way we play. It's just sharing the ball and playing hard all the time. So that's what I really like about the Jayhawks.
And there was a message that the Jayhawks put up that says, "We are not an AAU team. We are a program on and off the floor. We are building a culture that will last for our young men way beyond basketball." Just to kind of go into that a little bit deeper.
We're not just we or I. We're we. So we represent the program. So say we go to a restaurant and we acting like fools, that reflects on us as a person and our character. So we're respectful. We know how to act. We don't go around running through the hotel, being loud. We never have any complaints and stuff like that. So that's what they mean. We never have any problems with any of the kids on our team.
And when you look at, what you've been able to do with the Jayhawks and where everything has stood, nationally top 10 ranked team, and you look at, being obviously state champs for Long Isl Lutheran as well, just what that says to you. Like you said, you never know who's watching, but to be nationally ranked in the top 10, state champions, federation, to have that, to hoist those trophies and those accolades, and to know that, there's respect around the country and the national rankings. Just what that does for you to be able to, celebrate all of that and to know that obviously, people are watching and paying attention to that.
It means a lot because people know who we are because we were ranked the whole season in that bowl. So people are going to play defense differently. They're going to guard everybody differently because they're like, oh, this kid's on this team, so he has to be good because they're in the top 8. So it shouldn't be that hard, but it's definitely different.
And when you know that, when you know you're going to get everybody's best game, so to speak, and obviously that you can't really creep up on anybody, just what that's done for you as a player.
Just take no one lightly because everyone can have a great game. They can have 35 points, and it can be a close game. And the team couldn't even be that good, but you underestimate them, and they can eventually beat you because you underestimate them. They're not that good. So we got to take everyone seriously and play our hardest.
And when you have that, when you're in that situation and you're giving everybody your best game and you're getting their best game, like you said, at any given time somebody could step up. Just, what you could say about the level of talent that you've gone up against and some of the players that you've had to face, some of the teams you've had to face, just kind of what's pushed you the most.
The players I played against, top 5 kids, top 10 kids, and they're always, when you play against those kids, always a lot of people watching, always a lot of media. So you get nervous because you don't want to look bad. So you got to calm yourself down and tell yourself that you've been here before and you've done this and you're good. So that's what I tell myself whenever I go against these top players or these top teams with all this talent. Just play your game. Play how you know how you can play, and that gets me going. And I keep going and start scoring. So playing defense. So yeah, that's how I approach that. Playing top teams and people like that.
The thrill of gaming, adventure, and achievement collide at the Museum of Intrigue, located on the 3rd floor in Destiny, USA in Syracuse, New York. Open 7 days a week, the Museum of Intrigue offers over 25 untold stories and is ever growing and changing. For more information, call 855-653-7227 or reserve your story today at museumofintrigue.com. Spark your curiosity at the Museum of Intrigue, where you will never have the same experience twice.
I'm George Townsend of Honda City with some good advice when buying a new car. The true cost of owning a new car is determined by the appraised value when you trade it. No vehicle appraises higher than a Honda. Next, look for low APRs and deep discounts. You also want low maintenance costs and great fuel economy. That's why my advice to you is to buy a new Honda. Looking pre-owned, visit our Honda Certified Used Car Center. Honda City, 7140 Henry Clay Boulevard, Liverpool, or HondaCity-CNY.com.
It would be a pity if you don't shop at Honda City.
Utica Pizza Company spells family. Your family, my family, their family. The recipes that they have shared with each other throughout the years and have now been so gracious to share them with us. I can sit here and talk with you about all the great things that are on the menu, but we'd be here forever. So let me say this. Utica Pizza Company is second to none. And now you can bring it home with you and you can dine in the restaurant. UticaPizzaCompany.com will give you all the information that you need. And let me say, these Utica greens, they're the best. Utica Pizza Company. Call them and place your order at 315-214-3060. That's 315-214-3060. Families break bread at Utica Pizza Company.
Speaking here with Zed Key, 2020 recruit for college basketball and obviously playing at Long Island Lutheran and going into his final AAU season with the New York Jayhawks. The Federation Class AA final where you defeated Christ the King 51-31 at the end of March. Just to bring me into that and that game, I mean, Christ the King is a good team. For them to score 31 points in the game, I mean, obviously it says something. And, for you guys to win by 20, but it was still yet a low-scoring game. Just bring me into the game and your takeaways from that.
Well, in the beginning of the game, everyone was nervous. Just you could see it. shots weren't falling, turnovers were happening. So I think coach called a timeout, something like that, and said, "Everyone, calm down. It's okay. We're gonna be fine." And everyone just started just going after that. And our defense was immaculate. We were closing out, boxing out, Moose on the other team, walling him up, boxing him out also because he's 6'11", so we had to box him out. It was just rotations were there. There's a lot of block shots, stealing, beating in the passing lane. It was just a great game just to be a part of. And when the final 30 seconds and we knew that we won, it was a special feeling just to be around those guys and the coaching staff and just jumping around with the cheerleaders and all of them. It was a moment I'll never forget.
And to have that Federation tournament and to win that, before that happened, Christ the King faced off against West Genesee from here in Central New York, and West Genesee gave him a hell of a game. I know you were watching it. What did you take away from West Genny?
They're sneaky teams. Like, they're a team that if you underestimate, they will beat you. Luke Sutherland, Jayhawks alumni who played last year. He plays on that team. Really close friend of mine. So he was doing good. Fouled out, but he did really well. And Will Amiga, the guard, was doing really well also. So it's just they're a sneaky team. They're hidden talent. They can shoot a little bit. So you gotta be ready for them.
And I want to get into, speak about being ready for it. I know you're going to take some time with this, and you got some time, but, what can you tell us from, the offers? I mean, I guess first and foremost to share the offers that you have and just let people know.
Okay. I have Stony Brook, Iona, Dayton, Illinois, Florida, Duquesne, Rutgers, Tulane, St. Bonaventure, Hofstra, Robert Morris, Arkansas Little Rock, St. Louis, George Washington, Old Dominion, Penn State, UMass, Bryant, Cincinnati, Seton Hall, and Ohio University.
So when you have all those on the list, I mean, obviously that's a ton, and first and foremost, congratulations.
Thank you.
But you're welcome. And when you look at that list, I mean, have you gone to visit any? Have you been around any? I mean, have you connected with any schools yet?
Yes, I've been to a couple. I've been to Florida. I went there last summer in August. Took a visit down there. It was hot, and I liked this. I liked the school. It was a big campus. It was a lot of kids. Liked the facilities. Sort of where they played at. It was nice and what else? I went to Penn State. I took a visit down there. I think it was maybe September of last year. And then we watched a football game there also. So in the football game, there was like 110,000 people up in the football game. So that was insane, just to see all those people rooting for their team. And I like the college campus also. It was a lot smaller than Florida, but more just more like connected with the people. And I took a quick visit to Seton Hall, so a little bit. And Seton Hall is a really small school. Everyone knows the basketball players. It's just walking down the road. People are like, hi. So I like that too. So yeah. So that's about it. I'm gonna take some more. I think during spring break, some officials, but I don't know where yet.
So when you look at this, though, I mean, has anybody kind of caught your eye? Has any stuck out? Were any of them kind of dream schools? I mean, is there anybody that you've kind of maybe circled a little bit that you want to spend a little more time on?
Not yet, because it's still a little bit too early. I haven't taken the official visits yet. So after I take the official visit, then I'll start thinking, okay, this school has this and does not have this, and I'll start making the lists and stuff.
So is there a school out there or a few schools out there that maybe haven't offered you yet that you would like to hear from?
Georgetown, what other schools? Wisconsin, Iowa, Pitt, just those schools there. I like their style of play.
So each of those schools, because of their style of play.
Style of play, and I've seen pictures of their college campus and their facilities and stuff. So
you're in the state of New York. Why no Syracuse? Have you heard from them? Is there any connection? Why nothing with Syracuse?
I haven't heard from Syracuse. Maybe this year. Maybe this is the year I hear from Syracuse on the AAU circuit. And that's it. I haven't really heard from Syracuse.
Are you surprised being in the state of New York and not hearing from them?
Not really. There's a lot of kids that play basketball in the state of New York. So if maybe they're not at the tournament that I'm playing at or something like that, so that could be a reason. But,
the front court, I mean, it seems like they could use some front court help from a versatile guy. I mean, I'm just saying, Zed. I'm just saying. So, it seems, and I want to speak to you on that a little bit here. Just what you think your best attributes are. What can you say about the best pieces of your game, in your opinion?
Probably my post game. My post game, I like posting at 6'8". Back to the back. I'm more of a back to the basket person. Jump hooks, spin moves, up and unders. I like doing that. Showing off my footwork and making defenders jump all over the place. And I have a mid-range game also where I can step out, shoot the elbow jumper, and shoot the corner jumpers to mix it up a little bit.
So what's, as far as what you want to work on, what are some of those areas that you want to key in on in this last AAU season and your upcoming Long Island Lutheran season? What are you looking to work on the most?
Definitely my ball handling, speed. You can always get faster, agility, foot quickness, and my 3-point shot. So
as a big man, I mean, obviously the game is different. At 6'8", there's guys that can obviously, handle the ball. It can bring it up the floor, can be multiple, can hit threes, can do a little bit of everything. I mean, we see Zion Williamson kind of, he's built like a defensive end in football, yet he's light on his feet and he can do a little bit of everything. How difficult is it to be a big man these days? I mean, do you feel like you almost have to know how to do everything, where back in the day it was just kind of post up, turn around with, and just kind of attack the basket from inside of the paint? I mean, how different is it for you and just what you can say about that? Because it almost seems to me, watching the game, that when you're a big man these days, you kind of have to be a little bit of everything.
Yeah, definitely. Like, as you said, the game has definitely changed than back then. It was definitely more posting up. Bigs didn't really shoot or dribble, but now you got to be able to do everything. As you said, you got to be able to handle the ball, because I think the game now is positionless. You can have the 4 bringing up the ball, the 5 be on the outside of the 3-point line shooting. So you got to be able to do all those things because the game is changing.
Do you like it? I mean, do you like the fact that the game is becoming this? Is it more pressure on you? How do you see it as a player?
It's definitely more pressure because colleges are also looking at that to see how versatile you are and if you can fit into the system the way you play. So you always got to add and expand to your game because you just can't be stuck doing one thing.
And for you, what were you saying?
If the other team knows that one thing and if they shut that one thing down, then you're going to be stuck.
That coming from Zed Key. Got to be multiple, got to be different in the game that we're in today. Plenty of offers, plenty of opportunities. He's taking his time. He's got AAU coming up here as the weather gets nicer, and, of course, Long Island Lutheran from there. Zed, you and I will be keeping in touch through all of this, and definitely looking forward to follow you through your trails and have you on during the summer. If you'd like to come back on, we'd love to have you.
Yes, sounds good. Thank you for having me.